guys, what's up? Welcome back to the channel and welcome back to a new video. So I decided to take the STI out. It has been quite a while. It is absolutely beautiful today. It's in the mid 50s. It's been absolutely freezing in New Jersey the past few days, and I figured it was only right just to get the STI out, have some fun, enjoy it, and do a little video. So we're going to get to some driving in a little bit, but I wanted to hop out of the car and have a little conversation because I wanted to talk about this, as this is something that I feel like many people that do this on YouTube and social media in general, they really don't talk about the progress. They really don't talk about the, I don't want to say struggle, but they don't talk about everything it takes to take that next step in your car journey. And what I like to do is basically share that entire process. About a month and a half ago, I told you guys that I was parting this car out and it was for sale and I was going to move on to something else. Then a couple weeks ago, I did a video trying to get your guys' thoughts on if I should sell the truck and replace the truck with the Type R and use that as a daily. But recently my mind started going, and being a car guy and everything, a million thoughts were going through my mind and thinking of what to do. And then I started thinking, what if I kept the STI as my daily, sold the truck, and then got a project car, whether it's an M3, a Porsche, or the new Type R. I'm not 100% sure, but I figured that was a pretty good option, mainly because the way that I built this car was to be a daily driver. That was always my main focus with this car, to always make sure that I'm putting modifications on the car to not only enhance the overall driving experience, but at the same time make the car the best daily driver as I possibly can. That was always my goal with this car and still is. And, I've been driving this car as much as I possibly can. And every time I get in it, I'm like, man, this car would be absolutely perfect as a daily driver. It's all-wheel drive, 4 doors. It can fit most of my kids at this time. Once they're out of car seats and in boosters and everything, I'll be able to fit all 3 kids. But we still do have the Telluride for family duties, because that is what we use most of the time when we are all together. But either way, this would be such a fantastic daily. I know that's kind of a no-brainer, since that is what this car is basically kind of made to do. But I will admit, I do miss driving this car in inclement weather. I do miss driving it in the snow and everything. These cars in snow are a lot of fun, and I haven't done that in years since I've had a daily driver, and I've always just stored this throughout the winter time. So I don't know, I'm kind of leaning towards that idea of possibly returning this to daily driving duties, and then selling off the truck and going to get a project car. I know it seemed like my mind is all over the place and I'm not sure what the heck I'm going to do, but that is just the process. That is just me being me, to be completely honest. I know a lot of you guys can relate. Selling it, don't sell it, do this, do that. It's just part of the car journey and part of being a car enthusiast. You're always thinking of the next thing and trying to make certain things happen. And social media and YouTube in general are all highlights. Everybody only shows the good. They don't really show the progress and what it takes to get there. And while it seems like everyone can just go out and get a GT2 RS these days, you can't. It's just not realistic. And me being an average Joe, and just like everybody else that watches these videos, I want to make sure I capture that and let you guys know that these decisions are big to me, and it's not something that I can just go do tomorrow and do whatever I want. I have to make some very, very strategic financial planning and everything, and make sure that what I'm doing next is what I want to do in life, and it's not just something just to do it, just for likes and views and all that. So I figured I would go over that option, because I know a lot of you were saying you want to see a version 2 of this STI. I know it would be pretty cool to kind of build it back up and make it look the way that I want it. I already have a giant list of things that I want to do to kind of bring it back to where I would like it as a daily driver. It's perfect right now, but there are still some things that I would like to touch and kind of remodify a little bit. Obviously, if that option comes to fruition, I will share everything with you guys, let you know kind of the journey that I'm going to take with the version 2 and what I plan on doing. I will say that if I do go with that option, I'm buying everything at once, and we're just going to do kind of a series on it, just doing a whole remodifying series, I guess. Just putting everything on and not doing separate videos on each install, since a lot of the modifications that I do plan on redoing are similar things that I've already done before. So I already have videos on that, so I thought it'd be cool to kind of go about it a little bit differently and make like a whole entire series, just putting a bunch of modifications on the car and getting it back up to snuff and where I want it. Now, ultimately, it's going to come down to my decision and what I think is best for me, my family, my situation, my life. But it's always nice to hear your options and hear what you guys think of what I should do next. It's always cool to hear your thoughts and everything. It helps me think things through, because I always mention this in all my videos. These videos for me is a type of therapy to kind of get out of my own head and talk about things that, I would necessarily be mulling over in my mind by myself. and kind of talking with like-minded people helps me kind of clarify some things, and ultimately it helps me make a decision overall. Now, I don't know if you can tell on video, but the car is extremely dirty. Honestly, I do not even remember the last time I washed it. As you guys can see on the roof, it is pretty darn dirty. It still looks pretty clean on camera, but honestly in person it is pretty gross and it is killing me. I do plan on washing it. I've been saying that for a while now. I just honestly haven't had the time with the holidays and everything, and plus with it being so darn cold in New Jersey the last week or so, I just haven't had the motivation to get it clean. But it is warming up a little bit, so I might get some time and get it knocked out in the next few days. I do plan on doing a wash and talk. It's been a while since I've done one of those, kind of going over all my thoughts and everything while I am washing the car in the garage. So we'll probably get that done over the weekend or over the next couple days, but I will update you guys on that. All right, so now that I got that off my chest, off my shoulders, you can leave all your comments below and let me know what you think of that option as well. But for now, let's hop in the car. Let's go enjoy this thing on this beautiful sunny December day. People are always interested in my injector duty cycle. I've been absolutely ripping it, 18.6 psi, and just having a lot of fun. As you can see, 61.37%. So not even close to maxing these injectors out. These are the Cobb 1050X and 413 horsepower, and well within its means. So figured I would show you that since I do get that question often. All right guys, so I hope you enjoyed that video. Just a fun little outing in the STI. Figured I would go over what's going through my head yet again, since I'm constantly changing gears and just thinking a million different things of what I should do. And I don't know, that one got me the most excited, because bringing this out of retirement and bringing it back to daily driver duties, I think would be a lot of fun. Plus we can make some great content and everything in the winter months, doing some snow driving and all that, because that's what these cars are meant to do. All-wheel drive on some proper tires would be pretty awesome. And lastly, before we wrap this video up, I just want to give a huge shout out to all you subscribers, everybody that supports me, all the positive messages and comments and everything. 2022 has been the best year of this entire channel. It continues to grow day by day, and I cannot thank you guys enough. Honestly, if it wasn't for you guys, we wouldn't be able to do the things that we do on the channel here. I wouldn't have been able to build this car the way that it is right now, and kind of everything that we've done to it over the years. So huge shout out to all you guys. I'm really looking forward to 2023. You know, whether it's building this car back up or new cars, new projects, what have you. There's so much in store that I'm really looking forward to sharing with you guys. So that's going to wrap up this year as well as this video. So if you guys have any questions at all about the car or anything else, be sure to ask them below. But in the meantime, keep it clean, keep it simple, and I'll catch you guys in the next one.